Hello, everyone. This is Max,
And Ali.
and this is our first episode of our podcast named I
No
Generation.
generation.
So, we're going to start this first podcast with one question for you, Ali.
Well, first, what are we gonna do?
What do you mean what we're going to do? We're going to
Well,
talk.
yes, but we're gonna answer two questions, and they're going to be about what?
Well, if I tell you, it's not going to be a surprise anymore.
That's a good point. Okay, let's get into it.
So, first question. What are your aspirations for the future? And what do you hope to achieve in your personal and professional life, Ali?
Okay, so let's start with the first one. 'Cause, those are two in one, actually.
Oh my gosh.
For the future, I hope to get into college, really start studying my major, figure out what to do. I'm not thinking 10 years or 20 into the future because that is way too far away. I'm thinking of 4 years now because as of right now, that's the most important thing that I need to focus on. And if I try to think about me as a 50-year-old or 40-year-old, that's just not gonna help me.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, what I would do, Ali, is where you see yourself in 5 years.
There you go. That's a better question.
So picky.
I'm joking. In 5 years, I see myself getting that bachelor degree in college that I still don't know where I'm gonna go, but I know that I wanna go somewhere and study, continue my aspiration of pursuing a biochemistry or chemistry based major, and hopefully find people that love me, that support me, and keep toxic people away
Yeah, that's a very good point.
because toxic people bring you down. They don't want you to succeed. They just want themselves to succeed. They're very selfish people, and all of those people, you just want to throw them out. Don't let them in. Don't let them see your true self. You don't have to be rude. Just don't be close to them because it will hurt you later on.
Sometimes I believe that, especially when you are in a new environment, probably we give out too many information about ourselves, right? And maybe in that specific moment, it feels good, but in a long run, that can be used against you, right? And that will really affect,
My
mood.
mental health, my
Yeah,
mood, everything. Yes, I
absolutely.
completely agree. In the end of the day, guys, it's your life, your choices, but keep in mind that making smart choices really saves your butt most of the time.
Very well. So this was the first question. You practically answered, in your own way.
Is that like a offensive way to say you spoke horribly and I wanted you to answer a different way?
I'm the last person that I should make that type of statement. So let's go on the next question. So how do you describe your relationship with your parents? And do you feel like they understand you and support you, or you see gaps that we need to work on?
Well, I believe that every relationship needs to have something that needs to be worked on. Doesn't matter how good you think it is. You guys are two different people. So there has to be some kind of disagreement going on. And that disagreement can turn so much bigger later if you just keep it inside of you and never speak up about it. So there's always something that needs to be worked on or touched upon at least once or twice. And I believe that's the same way with me and my parents. We probably should talk more. Definitely, we don't talk as much as we should.
How is that? Why we don't talk more? Where is the block?
We don't talk because most of the times I'm just in my own world and I don't even realize that. Sometimes I want to be in my world and do my own thing. So sometimes opportunities that we can talk are diminished, and I can only speak for my part because I know myself, I know what I think. But what's your point?
My view is that it's kind of difficult to talk to someone if they don't want to talk, right? I cannot force you to talk, especially if I want to take such a challenge and start having a conversation with you. I need to choose the right time, the right moment, and then eventually start the conversation. But remember, if you are locked in your room and expecting the parents to come to you and engage a serious conversation, that's probably not going to happen.
We also think that sometimes we just don't want to talk. Last time you talked about timing, how timing needs to be right, and I think this can be connected to the parents and communication skills because just like sometimes you don't want to talk, so do we, and it's a difficult age as well. So I feel like there has to be some kind of on ground good timing because imagine you just want to talk about something really serious and I just came home from school, I just took a test, 2, 3, and I'm mentally exhausted. We're not gonna have a good, meaningful conversation if I'm already mentally and physically tired from whatever it was that I was doing.
Agree. That's why I said that, timing is extremely important, especially if we need to engage a serious conversation.
Yes, so before even thinking about going there and just talking about something out of nowhere, make sure that they're okay first. Ask them, do you want to talk? Do you feel okay? Or do you want to talk another time? And if they say no, please don't get offended because it's good that they talked about it before instead of just getting mad in between when they're not completely listening. They're like zoning out, which happens when you're tired.
And with just one tip, if you want to talk about something, please don't send messages on the phone expecting an immediate answer or anything like that. If you want to have a conversation, just have a conversation. Do it over messages, things like that. Is not healthy and can be misinterpreted. And at the end, the result is not what you were going, right?
I agree. I agree. In today's world, we're just so worked up on the phone. Not only us teenagers, even older generations, now that they have a phone and a way to communicate instantly, they use it for everything. Sometimes, in some ways, it is just better to talk face to face about important matters at least. Don't send text messages because you don't know what their tone is, you don't know how they carry themselves when they're talking about this. So it can get confusing and miscommunicated. I am a supporter on the argue face to face, not on the phone, please. It prevents so many missed messages or anything. It's just so much better and it makes your point across.
We had that type of issue a couple of days ago, right?
Yes, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Yet. But yeah, at the end, if that was carried in a different way, distraction issues
Yes,
or whatever you want to call it, wouldn't happen. So
I agree. I agree. It would have just prevented a lot of, how do you say, bad feelings or.
yeah, well, you misinterpreted, right?
Yes, yes,
Because
exactly.
as you said correctly, you don't know the tone, you don't know really where the other person wants to go. Then we start, worry about, okay, now I gotta go home, and who knows what they're gonna say, what they really mean by send me that type of message, etc., etc., etc. And it's just gonna, I don't want to say ruin your day, but just create a lot of more confusion in your head that you truly don't need.
I agree.
Okay, then I think we're good for the first podcast, and thank you.
Thank you for watching or more like listening to our uh not arguments. uh to our
Family
discussions.
discussion, like point of view, whatever you want to call it, but
Thank
it's
you.
great, I think.
And hopefully you got something from this. And
Besides going to sleep.
yes, please don't go to sleep. Well, I hope this improved your relationships with your parents. hopefully, or at least gave you a reason to try to, because they love you. Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm joking. I'm just joking.
And we're gonna get better as well.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a working process. Anyway, so well, thank you, Ali, for your time, and
Thank you, Max, for your time.
yeah, I know.
We will see you guys in the next podcast or episode.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And this was the
I know generation.
That's the wrong one.
I love that.
Pew, pew, pew. Bloppers. Oh my god.
About what?
Very well. And go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very well. Okay, so then, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Please.
Yeah, you have to say on to the next question. And then you say the question.
Well, you don't tell me what I have to say.
Well, I am now. Okay.
Okay, I'm kidding. Okay.
Are you?
So,
Hi guys, this is Ali. It is currently very, very late, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video and make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did like it and subscribe if you want to hear more. Bye guys, I love you and good night.